My name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I want to do is I'm just going to basically rant a little bit about, a lot of these researchers and a lot of these people that's in this kind of either Bigfoot research, DFK research, or even Noah's Ark research and stuff. I find it funny that they're going to sit there and come down on a lot of people. Okay? And what I don't get about the whole ordeal is not one of them would even show me respect or give me credit for something. Okay? Just like I've been watching videos after videos of people ranting about, PG films real, Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot's real, out of past, it's coming up 50 years now. And they're sitting there going, well, no one can make a suit like that. Not even today, no one can make a suit like that. Bill Munns proved this, that no one can't make this kind of suit and stuff like that. And no one can make these kind of tracks being man-made. No one can make this kind of Bigfoot tracks or anything like that. They're just ranting on and on and on about things they claim cannot be done, but they've seen it. They know it can be done, but they don't want to say my name. That's the key fact. They never want to say my name because if they say my name, that's going to start making people curious. Okay? They're going to say, who is this Leroy Blevins Sr.? He made a suit? Well, let's take a look at it. Okay? You don't take a look at it. And I say, well, hey, it's pretty close to it. It'll start making people think. Okay? So that's why they don't talk about me whatsoever. Okay? Because I even had people email me and says, well, when I went to this, conference, or I went to that conference, why don't anybody ever talk about your research, Leroy? And I said, well, because if they talk about research, that's going to make people think and say, who is this person? And then when they start looking for me, they're going to sit there and see, well, this person said it couldn't be done, but here's a guy said, that proved it can be done, and he's been out for a long time now. Just like when I made my book here. Okay? In my book, I show facts. I even show how I made the suit and go in detail about how I made the suit. I also show points in the suit that we can see in the Patterson film. Okay. Now, a lot of people will sit there and say, well, no, this is not this. Well, see, I know what to look for because I made a copy of that suit. I know what to look for. So that's why I put it in my book, what parts to look for when I was when I was analyzing the film, because I know what the suit looks like. Now, a lot of people says no one can make fake Bigfoot prints with shoes, okay, especially with dome ridging and a break in the mid-torso of the foot. Well, I show that. If you watch my other videos and stuff like that, you're going to see there's a break in the middle of the foot, and you see there's dome ridging in it, okay. They claim it cannot be done, not even today. Well, they've seen this evidence. But they still make that same claim. It can't be done. But they've seen it, it can be done. But they're going to push that to the side. Just like making a copy of the Patterson suit. They're going to claim no one, not even today, can make a copy of that suit. Okay, I have. I made a close copy of the suit because I know what the suit was made out of. I know how they made the suit. I know who made the suit. That's how I learned how to make that suit. Now, I'm not no costume maker. Okay, when I made the copy of the Patty suit, that was the first thing I've ever done. It was all hand sewn, okay? Just like if you go back and you look at videos, okay? And you trace back, do a little bit of research yourself. You're going to see where people says I spent thousands of dollars to make this suit. It cost me $243. That was it. And it took me 10 years to make. It only took me 3 days to make. It only took me 3 days to make that suit. And that was all hand sewn. Now, there was also a film out called 4th of July, Daddy Baby Bigfoot, okay, on Independence Bigfoot or whatever it's called, where so-called researchers, and I'm going to say so-called researchers because they don't bother trying to look for the truth or even contact me and say, hey, is this you, or anything else. I had to keep on proving myself it wasn't me. So they claimed it was a hoax done by me in my suit. Well, I seen this and I said, no, it wasn't me, because I live in Kentucky and supposedly that footage was filmed out in California somewhere. Okay. And during that weekend, I was at home anyway with my son because that's his birthday. During, July 3rd is my son's birthday, but we celebrate the whole weekend. Okay. Now, they're sitting there after I point this out, and I point the facts to them, and I told them, this is not me in a suit. I live here. That was filmed over there. And everything else, now turn around, that film is real. Okay, now the film was a hoax. Then it was me doing a hoax, and now that film is real. Okay, this same researcher's done this. Okay? So see, this is what I'm saying when it comes to research. When they're proven wrong, they go to somewhere else. Okay? Just like even in the PG film. Like I was pointing out, they claim after 50 years no one can prove it was a hoax or debunk it. I have. As a pure fact. It's all the evidence is in this book. All the evidence is in this book. How that film was made. I point out the film that they analyzed is not an original film. It's a remake film by Ron Olson and a filming company. Okay, a filming company can take things and add things to it. They can color this in, color that in, and they can also take something out. Okay, a filming company developed that film that we're reviewing today. That's one thing I had to find out when I was analyzing that film, whose hands it was. Is this original? Because according to John Green, and I asked him this, I said, could you tell me why they don't show the whole PG film? Okay, why they only show part of it? Why don't they show the whole thing? John Green told me in an email, and I have that email, which I copy-pasted, and I put it in this book here. It's in this book here, that email. And John Green told me, well, most of the footage is really nothing. It just shows someone, now I'm pointing this out, someone riding horseback in scenery before and after the small clear section of the creature walking. Okay, small clear section of the creature walking. So this is placing someone riding horseback and scenery before and after the Bigfoot walked. Okay, this was seen on the original film. Just like he stated, what color was the Bigfoot in the original film? Now I have to ask you these questions because there's only a certain amount of people, Roger Patterson, Al Diatley, John Green, Renee DeHenden, and Jim McLaren was the only ones that seen the original film basically over and over again. Well, John Green says to me, which is also in this book as well, he said that why someone added the brownish red color to it, it's not like that on film. The film shows that Bigfoot was plain black. It wasn't brown. It wasn't reddish. Nothing. The film was recorded was plain black. Okay, so he's telling me that they added that color to that Bigfoot in that film. Okay, so now it's not brown no more, and it's not reddish brown. It is a black Bigfoot. That was on the original. So when the Bigfoot film was remade in 1968, they added more color to it to change the color of the Bigfoot from black to reddish brown. So see, I point these facts out. Okay, everybody else wants to push them aside and overlook it. I don't overlook nothing. Because how is anybody going to tell what's real and what's not real, okay, if they don't go through all these steps, one step at a time, all these processes, okay? When we look at the film, they want to look at the one little small section of Bigfoot walking and turn back, and that was it. But there's a walking sequence to begin with. They don't want to look at that. They don't even talk about that. Even when they did their studies and stuff like that, they don't look at that second part of the walk. What about the first part of the walk? Does anybody know, which is also shown in here and proven in evidence, there's two Bigfoots in that film. Two Bigfoots. This one here, from the first part of the walk, that's a shorter, stouter Bigfoot than the Bigfoot that's in the second part of the walk. Okay? This Bigfoot here is only around 6'2". The second Bigfoot that they have in there is around 6'7" to 6'10". Then people want to sit there and talk about, well, the arm length on this creature. Okay, no man's arm length cannot be as big as that. In this book, if you see me side by side with that creature, which is right here, as you see here in this picture here, okay, and from my book, you will see that my hand and my arms and my shoulders and stuff are the same length as that Bigfoot. Even my back is the same as that Bigfoot. Okay. The Bigfoot's hands doesn't come down to its knees in the film. I show still frames from the film in the book, and I talk about this, and I show it in my videos, where the Bigfoot's fingertips just go barely below the buttocks area. Okay, you can't take a measure of the creature's fingers why the leg is up. Okay, the leg is up, that's bringing it up higher, and my hand's going to be down below my knee then. Okay, so when we're taking this, we have to look at it as a creature stands erect, straight up. Okay, when his fingertips are just barely below his buttocks, same as mine is. Now, they said the hands open and shut, open and shut. Yeah, the hands does open and shut. Mine did too. I didn't have extensions in my suit. Okay, what gives me more height and more length on my arms too is my padding that's on the shoulder pads. I mean the shoulders. Okay, the padding sticks right here, like this. Like I point out, I'm 6'2", but when I have the suit on, I'm 6'7". The suit adds 5 inches to me. That padding on the shoulder adds more length to my arm. Okay, that's the reason why, like I said, a lot of people don't want to talk to, say too much about me or my research, because I have the answers. To every question that they can throw at me, I have them answers. Because I looked at this film from left to right, right to left, up and down, underneath, behind, and everything else. Okay? I look for the answers. Okay? That's why when they point out something and they say, this can't be done, how do they know it can't be done? This one person said it couldn't be done, or this one person said it couldn't be done. This person with a PhD said it couldn't be done. But you ever notice that a lot of people has done a lot of stuff in life that PhD people said it can't be done, but people like us proved that it can be done? Just like the copy of the suit I made. People says, oh, it's not like that. Then someone made a comment about, well, nowadays society can be done that way, but not in 1967. If I can do it, they could do it back then. Okay? There ain't nothing that can be done today that could have been done years ago. But I looked at John Green. Okay? Let's look at John Green for a minute. I give John Green respect. I give Renee DeHenden respect. I give Roger Patterson respect. I give all of them respect. Okay? Because they gave us the pleasures of life of, as you noticed, if it wasn't for these guys, there wouldn't be that much people in the Bigfoot world trying to be out there looking for Bigfoot. Okay? So I give them credit. Okay? I have nothing bad to say about them. Like I said, we're just talking about a film. Okay? I'm not going to attack or personalize or nothing, because I respect every one of them. And I respect them fully as a researcher, because they went out there to prove something. Okay? They went out to prove something. But even John Green, and the reason why I hold his over anybody, I hold his answer because I respect the man, and he's a fellow researcher, and he knew and he's seen it. But I respect him for his answers. Everybody out there can see my suit and says, oh, it don't look nothing like it. It don't look like nothing. Yes, it does. And here's the reason why. Because John Green himself, he's seen the images. He's seen I sent him small videos of me in the suit, moving around in the suit, and stuff like that. Showed him images of the suit. And he told me, he was very, basically he gave me respect because he loved my research. Okay, he liked my research that I've done on this film. Particularly in the suit, which is the closest to what the film shows of the creature. My suit was closest to what that creature was in the film. John Green told me this. That's the man right there. That's the answer right there that I cherish more than a lot of stuff, because this man seen that film one-on-one. He was the first one to view that film. He's one of the first one there to view that film. He's the one that's seen that film time and time again. He's had that film in his possession. He viewed that film. When he told me, and I have that email, that my suit was the closest to what the creature is in that film, that shows me respect, that he ain't hiding nothing. He's shown me respect, and that's why I give that man respect. God rest his soul. Okay? I respect people like that. As a researcher, I compliment everybody on the research because that's what researchers do. We might not disagree. We might get in a little tit for tat once in a while. But at least, as a researcher, I give them respect. And I give them credit for their research. Someone come along and ask me about anybody's research in a JFK assassination, Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot research, or even Noah's Ark. I tell them, I give them that person's name. If they have something better, I'll say, hey, this person here's got something better. I do that all the time. Like in a Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot research, I talk about Bill Munns, and I give him high credit. I talk about M.K. Davis, and I also give him high credits. Okay? Jeff Meldrum, I give him high credits. Okay? They're good researchers. Okay? But they're only researching what's given to them. But they're not researching the whole thing. My research is not the film itself. It's also the surroundings of that film. It's behind the scenes and everything else. They're just looking at the one film only and taking what information they can find from that film. Okay? Which they're getting kind of blindsided because they're not being told, hey, this film was remade by Ron Olson. Okay? They're not getting that information because if they'd got that information, they're going to say, well, what was added into this film? Okay? So we have to look at the fact that when we do this and when we analyze this film, what did they add into the film? What did they take from the film? What was original film really like? What was actually on original film? You can hear stories about it, but there's no evidence to back it up. Just like in a PG film. That's why I give these guys credit and stuff, because they're working with what they have. Okay? But me, I work with what I have, and I go outside that box as well. And I find them answers. Because before I can analyze a film and tell you if it's real or not, okay, I have to know whose hands it was in first. Can they say a man cannot walk like this or a man cannot walk like that? Yes, a man can. It's been proven. I've done it on my first try. They said that Bigfoot, the people that claim no one can walk like that, even an athlete and everything else, when you're standing and still and you're taking little motion shots at a time, you're going like this, 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 and they say stop. Okay, now move, stop, move. It's like still animation. When you're holding a position for a long period of time, it's going to wear you down. It's going to hurt you. You ain't going to be able to do that unless you're in motion. You don't think about it. You just go with the flow. Okay? You could hook all the wires up to you and everything else. You can do all you want. But you start getting nervous and you want to, well, I want to make sure I do this right, or I want to make sure I do that right. You know, you start getting nervous and stuff. You don't take that into consideration. I do. Just like when I was sitting there and when I did the walk, my first shot, my nephew says, well, how you want me to walk? I said, well, I film you. I want you to walk this way. So we did a test shot. And I said, you know what? There you go. I don't need to do no more filming. I'll just have he filmed me doing that test run. And it was perfect. So I left it alone. And that was on my first try. But anyway, I just wanted to rant a little bit because it just kind of aggravates me sometimes that people don't want to give credit where credit is due, okay? And I understand that a lot of people out there don't want to talk about me or my research because they don't want other people to start thinking that, hey, you know, is there more to this? Or, you know, who is this person? They start looking me up and they say, well, wait a minute, this guy said the suit couldn't be made, but here we see this copy of this suit, you know. I can understand that. But at least give some people credit where credit is due. I always give people credit, especially in research and everything else. And like I said, I'll put the description down below. I'll have the site where you can order my book. Greg Long read this book. Okay. He looked over it for me and everything else. You know, I give him credit too. Greg Long, I give that man credit too. He's a good man, good researcher and everything else. I give him thumbs up too. I give them all thumbs up. I give them all 5 stars. He, by his words, when he was on the phone one day, he said, that's a great book. It's well put together. It's a great book. A lot of information in there. And like I said, you know, I would tell the truth. I don't need to go behind nobody's back. I'm straightforward. I look for evidence. I find that evidence. And I'm going to show that evidence, okay, whether it's good or bad, you know. And a lot of people sit there and says, well, I wonder if you're wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm going to admit I'm wrong. I'll be the first one to admit I'm wrong if I'm wrong. Okay? Everybody's not right all the time. Some people's going to be wrong. Some people's going to be right. Okay? But nobody's perfect. Okay? But anyway, I'm going to leave a description down below. Patterson Gibbon and Bigfoot film, 1967 by Leroy Blevins. It's on Kindle. It's on Amazon. Paperback. If you didn't want to wait for paperback, you can order on Kindle, which is $9.99, which is a lot cheaper. And you can start reading now and go over the evidence. And even in this book, I even tell you, it's your judge. I'm not going to call it a hoax or anything else. I'll let you be the judge of that. So you be the judge whether this evidence here proves to you that the film is a hoax or if it's, you know, real. Okay? So don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Thank you. I'm going to make more videos here soon. And now thank you for letting me rant out just a little bit and stuff like that, because it just does bug me sometimes, you know. But I'm not mad, though. It just bugs me. Thank you, and you have a nice day.